Well, guys, the Marlins return home as the hottest team in baseball. They also got the hottest clothing. Look at this. You can come here, the first 3,500 fans, get a nice shirt with the logo here, giveaway. You saw some of the Panthers jumping off of the buses, going up to high five and share the Stanley Cup with all the fans. You see some of them still on the stage right now, sticking around after the ceremony where they were all talking at the podium, lifting up the cup, thanking General Manager Bill Zito for just bringing them to South Florida. And also Heat legends, Alonzo Mourning, Glenn Rice, also going to be in the building tonight, as well as last year's first-round pick for Miami, Khalil Ware, who had a great rookie season. So as for tonight's draft, we don't know who Miami is going to select with that 20th overall pick, but guys, the rumor mill's always churning, and we do know that there is a player they like a lot. His name's Avin, and they're expecting him to walk across the stage, put the cap on when that 20th pick is called. He's expected to have a great year next year as well. Big line out there, not going anywhere. Plenty of Panthers fans trying to get inside to hang out with the Cats. Organizers are expecting a couple 100,000 people here on the beach for Sunday's championship parade. Should be a great time. We got to talk to wide receiver Malik Washington today as well, who had a couple really big plays in today's practice, but he was telling us that he and Tua are still building that relationship as he heads into year 2, but that the offensive chemistry as a whole has never been better. Panthers put the Hurricanes behind them and move on to the Oilers for the second year in a row. Florida and Edmonton face off for the Stanley Cup final, but this time around, the path for the Panthers was a little bit different, and that's because they're starting every series on the road and going into Edmonton, one of the most ruckus environments in the National Hockey League. How will the Panthers fare? Well, forward Sam Bennett says they actually like starting on the road a little bit more. The Marlins are on the road today, so no major league games are being played here at Lone Depot Park, but the team did join forces with a local nonprofit organization to put on a game that's much bigger than baseball.
Let's go Marlins!
11 years ago, the first Beatball Classic was played.
Hear this song.
Run!
And today, the collaboration between the Marlins and Miami Lighthouse continued, so that blind and visually impaired individuals can play baseball their way.
Right, Beat Baseball really reinforces what Miami Lighthouse teaches, that it's possible to see without sight.
You play this sport with a blindfold and use the beeping from the ball to run to the bases. A game-changing way for the kids to participate in a sport that they never thought they could.
It makes me feel very good because most of these kids haven't ever laid their hands on a baseball or none of that. But now they get to explore more.
Mr. Marlin himself, Jeff Conine, and his son Marlins outfielder Griffin Conine joined Lavardis and the Miami Lighthouse team for some blindfolded ball.
To be able to get out here and do something they've heard about and have the excitement of being a part of a team, that's what it's all about.
An event that shows baseball can be way more than just a game and still hit some home runs in the process.
I never played baseball, I just know how to hit hard.
Yeah, he hit some long balls, guys. These kids were not playing around today. They got the full experience. They were able to hit, be in the outfield, and able to play the game of baseball like they never have before. Reporting from the Beatball Classic, Avin, Local 10 News. I'm Avin with your Local 10 Morning Sports Wrap. One of the Miami Dolphins' most important defensive players isn't going anywhere for a while. Talking about culture, over to the ice. Another week, another Panther staying put. General Manager Bill Zito announcing that this week, Mackie Samoskevich has reached a one-year extension to stay with the Cats. He was the team's first-round pick in the 2021 draft. Samoskevich scored 15 goals and had 16 assists in 72 games for the defending back-to-back champs. To Chase Stadium, Inter Miami hosting a red-hot Nashville club. But speaking of, Lionel Messi has been in exceptional form. One of the legends of the game, 17th minute, he draws the free kick. Build a wall, he'll find a way right through. A brilliant kick opens the scoring, 1-0 Miami. And we go on as the fans cheer to the 62nd minute, match level at 1. Messi steals the ball and finishes for his second of the night. What a gift, right to the boot of the GOAT. Messi extends his MLS record 5 consecutive games with a brace. In the Wimbledon's men's final, top-seeded Jannik Sinner taking on Carlos Alcaraz, a rematch of the French Open. On match point, Sinner serving in the near court, and it's too strong. Sinner wins in 4 sets. 4-6, 6-4, 6-4, and 6-4, the knockoff of the two-time defending champ at the All-England Club. What a win.
Well, I think there's a lot of times when these teams feel like they have nothing to lose and they're just going to go out there and just play baseball and have fun, and that's exactly what the Marlins are doing right now. And look at that, they get a win over against one of the premier teams in all of the MLB. Let's move on to the Dolphins now. Zach Sealer's mini hold-in is over. The Miami Dolphins and defensive lineman Zach Sealer have agreed on a 3-year contract extension. The deal's reportedly worth just about $68 million, with $44 million guaranteed. Sealer has led the Dolphins in sacks with 10 in each of the past 2 seasons.